ladies and gentlemen, we are going to shed more light on the initiative Bidaya for building the human character and the Egyptian citizen. And to shed more light on this, we have the pleasure to have with us our dear guest, Dr. Maha Mahjoub, the senior consultant at UN organization and human development expert. Good day to you.
Hi, good afternoon.
Well, under the auspices of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madbouli have inaugurated this initiative Bidaya for building the Egyptian character in the new administrative capital. So give us an idea about this initiative.
Good afternoon. Last September, 17th of December, the Prime Minister launched a new initiative initiated by the President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi called Bidaya for 100 days for developing Egyptian person. These initiatives includes all Egyptian people starting from 1 day to 65 years. For example, from 1 day to 6 years, the initiative emphasizes on the health of the young children. From 6 years to 18 years, how to boost and improve the skills of the youth to be prepared for the labor market in the future. And from 18 years to 56, how to improve their skills and find good job opportunities. Also, the initiatives include many pillars or many aspects. For example, education, how to improve the educational system, how to integrate the current educational system with technology, how to improve the skills of the teachers, health care, how to provide a good health care for Egypt, health campaign, health convoys, how to reach marginal people and provide them with health assistance. Culture, how to support culture centers, how to integrate and boost the media, which plays an important role in raising the awareness of Egyptian people. Sport as well, sports, what about how to provide good initiatives and how to create or energize the sports centers to provide a good service for all people.
Yes. So, Dr. Mahjoub, I can see that from your classification of the ages of the people who are that the initiative is going to cover, I can see that the initiative is concentrating on the most important file in Egypt, which is health.
Yes.
So, would you like to shed more light on this, please?
Yes.
Because you know the health and education is the most important files. Yes.
When you talk about human development, we talk about 3 main pillars: education, health, and society. So regarding the health, nowadays Egypt is providing many initiatives to support healthcare in Egypt. For example, breast cancer campaign, sending some convoys to rural areas, just conducting initial checkup for people. And I know a lot of people, they discovered a lot of disease and they received a medical cure within these convoys. For example, Egypt overcome on hepatitis type C. So now here in Egypt we cannot find hepatitis type C. So healthcare, and now when they launched these initiatives, the Central Bank of Egypt just puts some funds as social corporate responsibility for healthcare and how to improve the health quality in Egypt by checking the hospitals, how to improve the system, the health system and everything.
Yes. Also concerning the education, we'd like to shed more light on the education.
Yes. Now we have new Minister of Education, and the state is restructuring the educational system, relying on using technology, because now we are talking about the era of technology, AI. and we found that most of the schools, they are using the TAP online exams. They have testing, online testing exams, and we are aligning with the international revolution, technological revolution, to be integrated in our educational system, that to meet the labor market needs in the future.
Yes.
Because Egypt, they have a good study in the labor market needs. Accordingly, they established, the state established 13 universities depends on technology. That when the graduates, so they can find a good job opportunity. And it's worth to mention that Baker McKinsey group mentioned that by 2030 around 800 million jobs will be vanished.
Yes.
So most of jobs will be replaced or by the AI and technological jobs.
Yes. Back to the health, how would the initiative coordinate with the already found the previous health initiatives, like the early depicting of several diseases, or the 100 days health, other initiatives that also were launched by President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi concerning the health?
Yes, decent life, Haya Karima. It's just supporting all Egyptian citizens, including healthcare. So it's targeting rural area, villages, just checking the medical centers, hospital, how to improve these centers, how to set infrastructures for hospital, how to raise awareness among women, especially in slums and rural areas, how to raise the awareness to live a good health. So this is one of main campaigns, and 100 million health, and how to target Egyptian women, how to improve the health of Egyptian ladies and women by decreasing the population, by setting some initiatives that they are going to get awards when they reach 45 years and they got just 2 children. So a lot of initiatives improving the Egyptian health, especially for women.
Yes, so there is a kind of coordination between this initiative and the other initiatives already that are already there.
Yeah.
So 100 days, is it enough for this important initiative?
Actually, it's completing Decent Life initiative.
Yes.
Because the Decent Life initiatives after 2011 and after the initiatives which has been launched by President Sisi, so they are helping rural areas, villages, poor people, most needed people financially, setting infrastructure. For example, in the second phase of Decent Life, by boosting around 150 billion Egyptian pound in the second phase, beside helping low income people with financial grants. It's about 635 billion. So Bidaya initiative is completing the ongoing initiatives which has been already launched before.
So, Doctor, how would it also meet Egypt's vision for the year 2030?
Yes, the initiative is talking about the human development. And if we talk about human development, we talk about 3 main pillars: social, economic, and healthcare. Vision, Egypt Vision 2030, extracted from the Sustainable Goals of Development of the United Nations. In 2016, Egypt just presented its Vision 2030, and it has many pillars. The current initiatives has the same pillars from Egypt Vision 2030. For example, education. For example, goal number 8, which is economic empowerment.
Yes.
entrepreneurship, how to increase productivity. Goal number 17, networking partners with public sector, government, NGOs. So it's integrated together and it's aligning with its objective.
Yes. How are the NGOs participating also in Bidaya initiative? Because of course the NGOs are also very important in addition also to the private sector, which also gives help in several initiatives in Egypt.
The development pillar are three: government, private sector, and civil society.
Yes.
All of them are playing an important role. Civil society, they can reach marginal areas, poor people, they can provide assistance, they can get benefit from international grants in providing good quality of education, health, giving job opportunities, and so on. For example, most of civil society or NGOs surrounded in rural areas, some villages, they don't have access for their children to reach schools, so maybe they can have social schools, they can provide educational system inside the village, so maybe they can facilitate the education for the country citizens or the village citizens.
Yes.
Yeah.
What are the key elements for a successful human development initiative?
Human development, let's to shed more light about the human development in general. Its measurement, its annual report measures the progress of any country, and it has three main pillars such as education, health, and society. And it's worth to mention that in 2023 Egypt had a good progress in human development. So it's moved six places, so it becomes the place number 81 among 166 countries. So it's indicator between the life standard and the income per person.
Yes.
And the elements, as I mentioned, that for example the population, how to use limited resources in developing and improving education and the population, healthcare, how to provide a good quality of healthcare, society, how to improve the society culture, setting values. We consider that the people they are considered nowadays as human capital. So if we look after the human capital, which means that they are our the real capital in the country.
Yes. Dr. Mahjoub, recently President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi delivered a speech while he was attending the graduation ceremony of new cadets from the military and the police academy, during which he stressed on the importance of education, the importance of the education in the field of technology and electronics. So how do you see this also important point? The President said that the future is for technology.
Yes.
And he called on all Egyptian families to make sure to make their sons and daughters study the technology and the IT, and stress on this point. So how do you see the importance of this also in building the Egyptian character in this initiative?
It's very, very important, teaching technology, and now we are living digital transformation in all areas, in government, education, financial inclusion, everything, which creates more job opportunities relevant to technology. And now we are in the fourth technological revolution, which calls AI, artificial intelligence.
Yes.
So there is a big competition all over the world in education, the quality of qualification of any person. Therefore, we have to compete or to be aligned with the international standards of the quality of either the graduate or any person. So it's very important to to teach our children from the early beginning how to be a good user of technology, how to use programming, how to study. It relates as well on family to study the labor market needs, and accordingly they prepare their children from the early stages how to prepare themselves to fill a certain position in the future.
Yes. Doctor, during also when the Decent Life Initiative have started 3 years ago, one of the very important points in this initiative was the volunteer work or the civil work.
Yeah.
So, what are the kind of volunteering in this initiative and
I
its importance, of course?
Yes, I think it's very good initiative. Before that, maybe we can find that volunteer work was very limited, but now we can find all people they are interested to volunteer in developing their society, the country, or NGOs, or maybe for any event, seminar, or whatever. We can find a lot of volunteers. It's very, very important just to align all community together, how to boost and to assist other people. So it's a very good initiative for all people, and how to encourage our children and friends, everyone, how to help and assist our country.
Yes. How can we get people to know more about this initiative? Do you feel that the people are aware of this initiative?
Yes, of course.
The media, of course,
Yes,
has
of
a
course,
big role.
media
Yes.
and volunteer work is most relevant within civil society. And each NGO, they have their own page or social media, so maybe they can announce about the initiative or the opportunity of being volunteers. So within the media, social media, and so on, maybe people they can find a good opportunity to volunteer.
Yes. How do you see this initiative also as a kind of empowering women and empowering youth in participating or giving hand or help in this initiative?
Yes, it's women and youth. They are representing more, maybe 70%, 70% of Egyptian population. So they are a very, very good arm to help and build the society. And of course, when they volunteer for a certain work, for maybe for awareness campaign, they are going to learn from what's happening, what about the content of the campaign. So they are going to find self-development. And actually, I would like to say something very important. I found that most of youth who volunteer, their character, their future, their work environment is completely different than the people who did not volunteer, because they learn it a lot, they develop themselves. So it's very good opportunity to be volunteers. It's self-development rather than giving assistance to society.
Yes, yes. So what do we expect from the start of the Bidaya initiative? What do we expect after it's nearly coming to an end?
Actually, most of stakeholders, if we talk about the private sector, the government, the civil society, they started already Bidaya initiative, although it has been launched for a few days ago. For example, the Central Bank of Egypt, as part of social corporate responsibilities, they facilitated some financial aids to some people as financial inclusions. They developed 100 technical schools, technological technical schools. They provided aids in healthcare. So in most of each year, each ministry, they have their own objectives and and initiatives to boost these initiatives, and at the end of the period, so they can achieve the overall goal of the initiative.
Yes. I thank you very much for your time and thank you for being with us today, Dr. Maha Mahjoub, Senior Consultant at the UN Organization and Human Development Expert. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, a short break and I'm going to be back with you.